Have you ever wondered how the human species evolved from ancient primates to the sophisticated beings we are today? Let's delve into the fascinating story of human evolution, a journey that stretches over millions of years, from the early Ramapithecus to modern Homo sapiens. Understanding our evolutionary history not only sheds light on our physical traits and behaviors, but also highlights the adaptability and resilience that define us as a species. Join us as we trace the footsteps of our ancestors, uncovering the milestones of our remarkable evolutionary journey. Our story begins roughly 14 million years ago with Ramapithecus. Discovered in the Siwalik Hills of India, this fascinating creature offers a glimpse into the very dawn of our evolutionary tale. With a modest brain size and features that suggest bipedal tendencies, Ramapithecus was one of the earliest hominids, marking a significant shift in the tree of life. Physically, it was not as large or as imposing as some of its future relatives. Its jaw and teeth were adapted for a diet that likely included a mix of fruits and hard-to-chew vegetation, suggesting a shift from the purely herbivorous diets of its predecessors. This adaptation indicates a more versatile approach to survival, one that would be crucial for enduring the changing climates of their era. Living in the forests that once thrived in what is now arid Asia, Ramapithecus navigated a world of vast ecological diversity. Its existence underscores a crucial period when environmental pressures were sculpting the early framework of hominid evolution. Though Ramapithecus was not directly our ancestor, it set the stage for the evolution of more advanced hominids. Fast forward to around 4 million years ago, a new figure emerges on the African landscape, Australopithecus. This early hominin marks a pivotal chapter in our evolutionary story, primarily because of its ability to walk upright. The transition to bipedalism was revolutionary, setting the stage for dramatic changes in our ancestors' way of life. Australopithecus species, such as Australopithecus afarensis, famously represented by the fossil Lucy, and Australopithecus africanus, were not just bipeds, they were equipped to climb trees as well. This versatility and movement helped them navigate the diverse habitats of ancient Africa, from dense forests to open grasslands. Their diet was primarily vegetarian, consisting of fruits, leaves, seeds, and occasionally small animals and insects. This varied diet was crucial, as it provided the necessary nutrients that likely supported brain growth and development. The structure of their teeth and jaws suggests a diet that required substantial chewing, which in turn may have influenced the development of their facial muscles and brain. The environment played a significant role in shaping their evolution. The changing climate and shifting landscapes of Africa forced these early hominins to adapt, leading to the development of new survival strategies and further evolutionary changes. The ability to walk upright, for instance, freed their hands for other tasks, possibly paving the way for tool use observed in later species. With Australopithecus, we see a clear shift towards traits that are distinctly human. Meet Homo habilis, the handyman, stepping onto the scene around 2.5 million years ago. This early human ancestor marks a pivotal chapter in our evolutionary story, heralding a new era with groundbreaking changes. Homo habilis, aptly named for their ability, were among the first to craft stone tools. These tools were simple yet revolutionary, consisting typically of flakes chipped off from larger stones. These instruments represented a major leap forward in the way early humans interacted with their environment, allowing them to cut, scrape, and process food in ways that were previously impossible. Speaking of food, the diet of Homo habilis was quite varied. They were likely omnivorous, consuming a mix of meat, fruits, and vegetables. This dietary expansion can be attributed to their use of tools, which enabled them to access a wider range of food sources, including meat from scavenged carcasses. This not only nourished them, but also contributed to significant changes in their physical makeup. One of the most notable features of Homo habilis was their increased brain size. While their predecessors had smaller cranial capacities, Homo habilis boasted a brain volume of about 500 to 700 cubic centimeters, which was larger than earlier hominins. This increase in brain size is often associated with the cognitive demands of tool-making, problem-solving, and more complex social interactions. Homo habilis marks a significant leap in our evolutionary tale, showcasing the first known use of tools. Emerging about 1.9 million years ago, Homo erectus was ready to take over the world. As one of the earliest human species to exhibit many modern human traits, their journey from the heart of Africa to various parts of Asia and Europe marks a significant chapter in our evolutionary saga. Homo erectus was notably adept at tool-making, refining the crude instruments of earlier ancestors into more sophisticated tools. This leap in tool technology was crucial, as it vastly improved their ability to hunt and process food. Their diet was diverse, ranging from plants and fruits to large animals, evidence of which is seen in the wear patterns on their teeth and the cut marks found on animal bones at archaeological sites. But perhaps the most groundbreaking achievement of Homo erectus was their mastery of fire. This skill provided warmth in cold climates, a method to cook food, which made it easier to digest and safer to consume, and a means to ward off predators at night. Control over fire not only changed their diet, but also had profound implications on their social behavior and hierarchy. Gathered around the fire, Homo erectus likely shared stories and skills, strengthening social bonds and passing knowledge across generations. Their larger brain size, almost two-thirds of modern humans, allowed for more complex thought processes and problem-solving abilities, facilitating these advancements. As they ventured into new territories, their ability to adapt was unparalleled. From the savannas of Africa to the colder regions of Europe and the forests of Asia, Homo erectus not only survived but thrived, adapting to diverse environments across continents. Around 400,000 years ago, the Neanderthals carved a niche for themselves in the evolutionary story. These ancient relatives were not the brutish, simplistic figures as once thought, but rather sophisticated beings with a profound capacity for adaptation and innovation. Physically, Neanderthals were robust, with broad, powerful chests and strong limbs, perfectly suited to the harsh climates of Ice Age Europe and Asia. Their skulls were large, housing brains comparable in size to those of modern humans, which suggests a high level of cognitive ability. Culturally, Neanderthals were quite advanced. They created complex tools from stone, bone, and even wood, showing a level of craftsmanship that went beyond mere survival. These tools were not just functional, but were also crafted with a degree of precision that required forethought and planning. In terms of subsistence, Neanderthals were skilled hunters. They employed sophisticated strategies to track and hunt large prey such as mammoths and bison. This was not the work of mere scavengers, but of intelligent and coordinated groups. Their diet was rich and varied, incorporating a wide range of plants and herbs, which suggests they had extensive knowledge of their environment. Socially, evidence points to Neanderthals having a structured social system. They cared for their elderly and infirm, buried their dead with rituals, and possibly even adorned themselves with simple body ornaments, all of which indicate a society with emotional depth and cultural complexity. Neanderthals show us the complexity of evolution with their distinct yet converging evolutionary path alongside modern humans. Finally, about 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, that's us, entered the stage. Originating from Africa, our species marked a significant leap in the evolutionary saga. Unlike our predecessors, Homo sapiens developed a larger brain with a volume averaging about 1,300 to 1,400 cubic centimeters. This increase in brain size facilitated complex thought processes, enhancing problem-solving skills and communication abilities. Our cognitive leap was not just about bigger brains, but how we used them. Homo sapiens began to exhibit unprecedented levels of creativity and adaptability. We crafted tools that were more sophisticated and specialized than those of our ancestors. From finely made stone blades to tools for fishing and sewing, our technological prowess was on the rise. But our advancements weren't confined to mere survival. Art entered the scene, adding a rich layer to our cultural tapestry. Cave paintings, carvings, and musical instruments like flutes made from bird bones and mammoth ivory suggest a society that valued expression and perhaps even spirituality. This inclination towards art underscores a fundamental shift towards community, shared knowledge, and perhaps the earliest forms of education. Our diet also diversified significantly. With tools better designed for hunting and gathering, Homo sapiens could exploit a wider range of resources, which included fish, birds, and larger game, alongside gathering plant-based foods. This not only provided a more balanced diet, but also supported larger groups and more complex social structures. With the arrival of Homo sapiens, the landscape of human evolution was forever changed. From Ramapithecus to Homo sapiens, our evolutionary journey is both complex and fascinating. Let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible path that has shaped us into the beings we are today. Starting with Ramapithecus, our early ancestors who roamed the earth over 10 million years ago, we began our slow but progressive journey toward modernity. These early primates were among the first to exhibit traits that would become central to human evolution, such as bipedalism, albeit in a very primitive form. As we evolved into Australopithecus, our posture straightened, freeing our hands for tool use, which was revolutionary. Homo habilis took this further, refining tool technology, which in turn enhanced their problem-solving abilities and brain size. Homo erectus brought mastery over fire, changing our diet, social habits, and even our day-night cycles. The Neanderthals, with their sophisticated tool use and cultural expressions, showed us the importance of community and cooperation. Finally, Homo sapiens, us, developed complex language, art, and the capacity for abstract thought, setting the stage for civilizations. Understanding our past not only illuminates the intricacies of human nature, but also empowers us to shape our future.